Niajeni madama, mko fiti? Niajeni, I hope mko fiti, mko freshi, venye inafaa, na truly do appreciate. So, um, Vera Sidika manzi, akona vitu moja
I'm gonna
hapa,
be the biggest thing in this country.
nataka tusikize hii interview yake. Niambie what you think manzi. Me think the girl is amazing. Manzi tunampenda sana. She's amazing sana. Nataka tusikize.
Right.
Trezor can actually testify to this. The first thought that comes to people's mind when they see you do something for yourself as a successful woman is, oh, there's a man who just got it for her. Right? They don't see the sleepless nights, they don't see the hard work you put on it. I've become a very different person because my marriage ended really badly. Oh my God.
Hey Joe, sasa, what do you think about Vera Sidika? Me think she's hot. Yeah, I'm gonna try for this. And I maintain aje.
You know, I don't want my kids to grow up in a very traumatic environment. I don't want my kids to be traumatized because I never experienced that growing up as a child. So it was really hard for me to make that decision like, okay, this just has to end.
Welcome back to the Conversation Chamber, aka The Confidential. It's me, Shiko Shirin, we're still with Vera Sidika. Yes. And now we want to get into the confidential part of the show because we can't name it that if we're not going to get some stuff. So obviously, you being in the public eye, there's people just make up stuff from time to time. What's the biggest lie that people believe about you?
What's the biggest lie that people believed?
Yeah, or believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, the biggest lie that was actually out there, or biggest rumor, something.
Like yeah.
There's actually been a couple. You know, it's always something. It's always something. So I would say it's just the usual. Oh, she's Illuminati, because anyone who's successful, anyone who's successful.
We, mshasema Vera Sidika kwa Illuminati. Mimi sijasikia. Allah, okay.
People always link it to, oh, she's, you know, on the other side. I'm a Jesus girl, by the way. I pray. I'm a prayer warrior. So yes, that's one. I'd say the other one, oh wow, they did say I'm homeless.
Where did that come from?
Nani alisema? Who said Vera Sidika was homeless? Who said? Hebu drop a comment hapo tusikie. Vera Sidika was homeless. Since when? Me don't know.
Said that?
Very famous blogger.
Is it the same one who said the other thing?
No. Because that one was said by that was someone famous, but this is like a blogger who said it.
Right.
Yeah, on Edgar. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
On Edgar. So, and on Edgar, she means Edgar Barry. Edgar Barry mwanga nonsense hapa kwa hiyo pressure yake. He's allowed. That's his business.
They did say I'm homeless, and I was like, wow.
And what was
I am homeless in my mansion. Wow, what a life.
And what was the reason? Like, what was their backing? Was it because you moved or something?
I feel like, you know, there's this thing called growth, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the Vera Sidika that was there 10 years ago, or 7 years, 5 years ago, is not really the same Vera like we have now.
Right.
Then I was still very excited about fame. I was always recording everything. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, hey guys, good morning, showing my house, showing every little detail of my life. And then it got to a phase where you get used to the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, you get used to luxury, you get used to all these things. And it becomes a norm. So it becomes like, okay, you're leaving. People already know you live this life. So you don't really need to show people every single day. You just live that life, you know. And when
That's nice. I'm gonna. What do you think? Me think. She's a graceful woman. Nataka na mahali. She's amazing. Yeah.
it became a norm, I think people mistook it.
Boo. Hey, my nigga. I think nilianza na the wrong interview. Wacha tu wacha tuanzie nyingine, sio? Kwa sababu inaonekana ndio tunatii. So we're looking at Vera Sidika's story. Alikuwa The Confidential. Kuna podcast ya come through inaitwa The Confidential. Support them, subscribe. That will really appreciate the support and the love.
Welcome to the Premium Pan African Conversation Platform, aka The Confidential. My name is Shiko Shure. Now, today,
The premium packaging, confidential, in South Africa.
I have one of the most famous people in this country in the hot seat right now. She's one of the most Googled people. In fact, some of you knew the word socialite because of her. And remember, she hasn't done an interview in almost 3 years, and she's still relevant. Ladies and gentlemen,
Aya, hajakuwa kuenda last 3 years. Anafanya anahoga siku ni aje. Kama vile kama nilipatia interview. Unaweza mwaka.
Vera Sidika. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, girl. How you doing?
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You look
who's
so
top to bottom and
No,
love the
you're like
color.
naturally. You're naturally killing it, you know?
Vera Sidika said that I'm naturally killing you guys.
I love
So karibu sana.
Thank
You're
you.
always so busy.
Yes.
It's so nice for you to make time
Yes.
for us. I just want to go right off the bat.
Mhm.
Obviously, like you're one of the, like I said, one of the most famous people.
Yeah.
But I want to know who was Vera before the fame. Like, tell me about
Yeah.
your earlier years.
Okay, earlier years that's like in school or
Like just like
in
bef-
fame
Mhm.
or it depends
So
on
just
what.
like before the fame. Like
Oh,
so-
okay.
yeah, can you just walk us through that journey?
So yes, I grew up born and bred in Mombasa.
Uh-huh.
The family of three. I'm the firstborn and the only girl, so responsibilities. I actually like matured quite sooner than most people would, especially being a female firstborn in a family.
Lakini mamje. Si mademo program super ni aje. Let's for this. Mademo costu mademo costu anakwambia tu anakwambia. Mimi sijui ati Rasidika is because premium maneno nakwambia. Ndio maana nakugana hiyo mimi ni mkaingia.
Yeah.
And I think that responsibility really like gave me that self-drive to being this person that just wants the best out of life.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, grew up in Mombasa, went to high school in Mombasa, at Sea High School. Then I moved to Nairobi because of uni.
Yeah.
I went to Kenyatta University.
Really?
Yes.
Amazing. And you
Yeah.
know, I like that you've brought that up because one of the questions I want to ask you is at what point did you realize that you want more for yourself? Like, you know what I mean? Because you are like superstar level right now.
Yeah.
So was there a moment where you were like, you know what, this ain't it. I need something else.
Yes, obvious. I feel like the moment I really needed that, like, international level kind of breakthrough was
Right.
when I did the interview with Larry Madowo.
Mhm.
That's when I said, oh, this is next level, because I had BBC, Al Jazeera wanting to interview me. And I was like, wow, they like my confidence. Whatever I spoke about at the interview wasn't so appealing to Kenyans because it was more like, why would she say that?
Mhm.
You know, who says that they did something to the skin
Mhm.
in live TV or on live TV? But I was like very confident with my ground. And I think that's what people got so attracted to
Right.
because of my boldness, me speaking and standing my ground and being like, this is what I'm doing. And yeah, whether you like it or not, that's me. So I felt like this is the point for me to get to the next level of I'm taking over the world.
So, me hata sikuwa okay, made I didn't know bleaching was a huge thing like that. Unajua? Apparently bleaching is a hot thing. Madem wa bleaching, hebu tuambie hapo in the comment. God damn it. Oh, oh, wow.
I mean, at least you're honest about it, rather than lie,
Yes, 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 100%.
So, and let me just, I like that. Speaking of honesty, what are your values? Like, what's your bottom line?
Honesty, one.
Right.
Yeah, so one of my values is like honesty. I would say loyalty. I'm very
Right.
loyal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very loyal person. Um, Personal growth as well. I do respect and treat people with kindness, and while I'm at it, I still expect, the same
The
kind of
same
respect.
thing.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
expect the same kind of respect. So
Okay.
yeah.
And of course, you knew that you wanted to be world famous. You knew that you were gonna.
Why? 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 Walisema nakwambia, lakini Vera Sidika amerepresent Kenya in a very dope manner. I think she deserves flowers. Uh, those curvaceous curves, those amazing, that amazing body.
Get
Ultimate.
you. Are there people, especially in your close circle,
Mm.
who I don't want to call them haters, but
Yeah.
that kind of is hating? Are there people who
Yeah.
didn't believe in the
Believe in the dream.
vision?
Of
Yeah.
course. I feel like I always knew. I think like since I was a little girl, I always knew I was gonna be famous.
Right.
Because I think the first time I ever was on TV was when I was like 3 years old.
What?
Yes. Because I used to be like when I was like a little girl, I
Mhm.
used to do the nursery rhymes and everything.
Yeah.
So I used to be like on the front line, always being the diva of
Right.
everything. So so having to do the nursery rhymes, yeah, we got selected to get to KBC. At that time, it was a
Wow.
big deal.
Uh-huh.
3 years old. That was in early 90s.
Yeah.
Yes, in the early 90s. So we went to KBC. We did this nice nursery rhyme, and my dad was like, "Wow, that's my daughter."
Yo, bro, you're telling me that we saw Vera Sidika in the 90s?
I really wish I could actually look for that tape. It would be so nice, right?
KBC, can we find
Can
it?
you find it? Yes, so that was the first time I was on TV, and I always grew up with this drive for fame. I always wanted to be a news anchor.
Oh.
Yes, I always wanted to be on TV. So yeah, when I came to Nairobi, I always told everybody I'm gonna be the biggest thing in this country.
Right.
Prezo can actually testify to this.
Hi, Prezzo.
Because he always sees me and he says, Vera, I remember when you came to Nairobi the first time, you said you're going to be the biggest thing in this country.
Mhm.
And I am so proud of you.
Mashallah.
Yeah,
We're
so
proud of you too.
What you confess, you possess.
Yes.
Manifestation, guys.
It's real. It's so real. Now, you
Yes.
mentioned that you were in Kenyatta University.
Yes.
Can you tell me about your experience in university? Because I think that's around the time when you started, like your fame started rising.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So I did join uni in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I got in for fine art, BA in fine art.
Mm-hmm.
Got into my second year, that's when I became famous.
Right.
I did a music video,
Right.
and then it blew up, and Vera Sidika was born.
Mhm.
So I feel like being in uni, it was a lot easier when I wasn't famous yet.
Right.
Because at that point, it was just this little girl from Mombasa who doesn't know much about Nairobi.
Right.
Just here for school and focused and no distractions. So yeah, so that was basically the part. I was just fully focused with school. During the variety shows, we used to do fashion walks.
Yeah.
The Miss and Miss KU.
Yes.
So I participated, but on the fashion side because I'm too picked to
Right.
be to be on a beauty pageant.
Respectfully, though.
Respectfully. So I did the fashion shows when I was in uni as part of the exciting stuff that I like to do. I told you I like fashion. I like anything trendy.
Mhm.
So I did that, and that was fun. And then now I got into the music video, which now got me to the next level.
So
Now the fame messed up with my uni because I got a lot of attention. I got a lot of bookings. I got booked out the country. I went to Ghana to shoot a music video with Davido and D Black. I did some videos in Nigeria with Don Jersey. This was
Wait. So, um, unajua in Kenya, most of the time inakuwaga ni shida. You always hear people struggling, um, people not making it, people not getting shit from the industry. But at least from this, we can we can You can be proud. At least, even though Vera Sidika, that is the much is a church girl, but may think her heart is in the right place. I'm what do you think? Hmm. So, tupatie tu love story, ndio? At least,
Like the
tutakora.
early years of
I remember.
Vera Sidika.
Mhm.
Yeah. I did the interview on the trend, and then now everything escalated from there. So school kind of like went on pause.
It was on the side. Let's push the side.
Yeah. I mean, we got to school for money, and if you're making money, you can always go back to school,
And
right?
are you planning to go back to school ever?
Ever? Yes.
Or
I
at
am.
some point?
I will.
You will.
Probably
I like that.
this year,
This year?
September.
Same degree?
Yes.
Yeah. I
My
love that.
mom keeps saying that I need to get my degree, and I feel like I really do need to get my degree.
And I was just gonna ask, like, how did your parents feel about the dropout? Like, taking.
Oh God, my mom. Oh, my mom. I'm Luya, right?
Right.
And in the Luya community, the biggest celebrations we have is graduations
Mm-hmm.
and weddings.
Allah, this kama sio Vera Sidika ni mzuri. Imagine. Mimi kwanza ni labda ni mjaka. Mlunjia transform me. Mluya transform me. God damn it. Sema ndio mzee. God damn it. Sasa, hiyo si inatuonyesha maneno. Inaonyesha maneno. Sasa. But anyway, you're happy for her. Ndio. Who is not happy for it? Who is not happy for Sidika?
Yeah, weddings and graduations are like big, big. Those are like for our parents. So
Yeah.
at some point in life, you have to just graduate, you have to get married. And that's just what makes the parents be like, oh, wow, yeah, I'm happy.
That is
So
okay.
I have to graduate. So this year I'm going back to school, guys.
Can I ask you how many years do you have left?
2.
2. Ah, you got this.
Yeah,
Okay,
2.
It'll be over in no time.
Yeah, and it's fun. I'm doing fine art, guys. So
It is, and it's
easy.
something you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to be right back with Vera Sidika. Remember, The Confidential is brought to you by Mr. Ceiling, your private conversation platform. Keep it here.
You are where you are where you are where you are where you are in life because of what you believe is possible for yourself, for prevention. Oh yeah, you are where you are in life because of what you believe. Ndio. Mm. If you don't want to succeed, you will not succeed. If you want to succeed, you will succeed. I'm one of them. Mm. It's up to you. Take it from offer. It is your work. Songa kando. But you know, okay.
Was there a strategy, or did it just happen like organically?
I would say initially it was organically because I had all this fame and I'm like, okay, what do I do with it?
Right.
So the first couple of months was just trying to figure it out because first of all, it was new.
Right.
I was really stressed out because it came with a lot of negativity. And at this point, social media wasn't so accessible and very publicized as it is today.
Right.
Not so many people are on social media. Not so many people got the chance to know people apart from just what the blogs say about you. So I had a lot of negative publicity. The blogs portrayed me in the most outrageous ways.
I'm gonna get to that actually. It's one of the questions that I have for you.
Yeah, so it was really, really hard because I had to deal with that first because I had to now make sure my mental state, my mental health state was good.
Right.
And my parents really helped me. My family supported me. I come from a very supportive family, and they do understand that kind of lifestyle. Funny enough, .com.
Right. They're very switched on.
Yes, yes. So it was a little bit easier because my family accepted what I was doing
Mm-hmm.
and they saw it differently as opposed to how maybe a different household would have seen it.
Right.
So it was a little bit easier for me to cushion all that negativity in the beginning. So I was dealing with that first
Right.
before thinking of how to strategize and make money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I said I have to milk it because who wants to be famous and broke?
I mean, that's real loser behavior.
Yes, and that's the part where I realized that I need to kind of like put my studies on hold
Mm-hmm.
and focus on this thing that is looking really promising.
Right.
I'm not saying that kids should stay out of school. Please stay in school. But it's just that it worked for me. And sometimes you just have to make a decision that, opportunity only comes once. If I decided, oh, let me just stay in school, I don't want to do any of this, I'm just going to focus on my education and then look for a job, I don't think there'll be Vera Sidika today. So,
Yeah.
I had to like really make that bold decision to.
And like because like you shot up to fame almost overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So just like you've mentioned, there's the fame and then there's the success, right? Because you could be
Yes.
famous and be a loser.
Yes.
At what point did you have this moment of zen where you're like, wait, this isn't just Vera Sidika person anymore. I'm a brand.
Yeah.
Like at what point did that happen?
Okay. The brand moment is when I started getting the bookings out of Kenya.
Right.
That's when I realized that, okay, I like where this is going. Because now the first phase of my strategy was, okay, people know about this girl. They started interviewing me, and now people want more. I became a person of interest.
Right.
I would say, yeah, that's the word, person of interest. They call it a socialite, but for me, I feel like I just became a person of interest. And when I realized that people want to see more of me, I decided to put myself out there. So I used to do photo shoots. I used to look good. I used to do the funny, crazy video. Oh, I mean, like, I'm just talking about like in the beginning, I still look good. It's just that I used to do the wild stuff.
Right.
Because sometimes when you look at the industry, showbiz,
Right.
sometimes it's about how you look. It's about what you do to get people's attention. So I was in that phase where, lingerie photo shoots.
Right.
I want to look sexy. I want I'm just trying to be out there so I could get the numbers. I was just trying to get the numbers.
So, she's putting it very politely, okay? Very, very politely, okay? Hmm. She's, mm, when you look at her videos, she's very exciting. No, she's very beautiful. So, in the industry, sex sells and beauty for women Tanasa itself. So, um, if for young chicks who are beautiful and they have good bodies and they can capitalize, I mean, uh, you're supposed to take your wins on as your win, but be mature about it.
I used to do videos, shake my booty, stuff like that. I grew it, but that's what I had to do to get people paying attention to me.
Right.
Do you get? So when I got the numbers, then I said, what do I do with these numbers? That's when I introduced my business. I started doing VTalks.
Mm-hmm.
I got booked for events, like I told you, out of the country. I got booked by bigger celebrities. So that's when now the brand now kept growing and growing. So I feel like it was just like one stage after the other. I can't really pinpoint and say like this is exactly when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have such a like glamorous life. Like your page is gold for real.
Mm-hmm.
But at what point, like what do people not see behind the glitz and the glamour?
Ooh, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of editing, a lot of hard work. I feel like for the longest time, I think this is one thing that most people have never really gotten to know.
Mm-hmm.
I have been managing myself.
Right.
For the longest time. And it's because I felt I have this brilliant mind. People say, when people get to meet me, they say I'm very smart, I'm very intelligent. And I felt like I tried to hire a manager,
Right.
and I would still think for them. I'll
Oh.
say, oh, I feel like we should do this, this, this. But I need you to tell me we should do this. But if I'm coming up with ideas and I'm being creative with my ideas, then I realize I could actually do this by myself. Sorry.
Excuse me.
So I literally just took it upon myself. You know, I had a team, of course, makeup artist, personal assistant. You know, I need help here and there where I need to have, you know, a formal manager.
Right.
But basically, I was doing all the work.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's very important as an artist or as an act to be very hands-on.
Right.
You know, when you get people to manage you, the minute you don't have that team,
Yeah.
your brand just
Everything
crashes.
yeah.
Yeah, because you have people thinking for you.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's one thing that really stood out for me that made me very, very relevant for like 13 years.
Right.
I'm not even like, I don't have a talent.
And you know,
Imagine
I
being
love
relevant for
that.
13 years with no talent. Just joking. But
No,
that's a
you-
talent, right?
that is a talent. Come on. You know how hard it is to be like to stay relevant.
And you don't
just to stay
sing, you're not
relevant.
an actress.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, we had Wanjira on the show the other day, and we were talking about management and how difficult it is because you know you have to negotiate on your behalf, and people just kind of want you to. I don't want to say bully you,
Yeah.
but it's really hard for you to negotiate on your behalf.
Yeah.
How do you navigate being assertive in that front?
Well, I do have, like I said, I still have a team.
Right.
I still have a team that get on calls, get to communicate with the different brands that reach out. I do have a team, but I get hands-on personally and I get involved. So what happens is my team handles it. I get involved through my team. And when I feel like there's a little bit of a hiccup here and there, I personally get involved with the client. I get to have conversation with the client. I'm very good, trust me. I am so good at this. I'm a lawyer, but I love money. I take care of my business. Oh, I love money.
You know what? You gotta love money.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
to an extent.
No, mine is like extreme.
Like human trafficking extreme.
Oh no,
Okay.
no, not that extreme.
So you know,
Yeah.
you're one of the most talked about people in Kenya.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're admired more or judged more?
Oh, admired more or judged more? I feel like a little bit of both. I have a lot of girls that I inspire. There are a lot of girls that feel inspired by me based on my story. They've been following me.
Okay. Mm, let's be honest. The feminism thing is really popping. Okay. So for Vera Sidika to be loved by a lot of people, that's fine. That's fine. And wacha tu niko mademu wengi wanapenda hiyo vibe ya kuji ya Vera. So hapo hawezi
For quite some
complain.
time. So they've seen the growth, they've seen everything. And I do have that part. Then I have the other part that, you know, is different. You know, you cannot always have it merry. But I think like the negative has really put me in the industry for the longest time. I feel like hate is really good. It's worked for me. And it's worked for so many people. I feel like the most hated people stay relevant forever.
Really?
Like do you know when you're the most no listen, do you know when you're the most hated or disliked, or I won't say like people hate me because it's personally. They don't take it personal. They just love to hate.
True.
Yeah, they'll be like, okay, so what is she up to? Let's see.
You're right.
Yeah, they'll see stuff on the
Monitoring.
blog. Yeah, they'll see stuff on the blog. They'll be like, oh, she's homeless. Wow, she's homeless. Oh my God, guys, she is. So because that energy comes across as that, you know, hate is really strong. It's a very strong emotion. I feel like that is what keeps you going because people now get invested in you more. They invest more into your brand.
Yeah.
They're always looking, always checking, always watching. They'll be the first people to watch what you're doing more than when you're loved. When you're loved, you're like, oh, she's such a nice girl. Okay, she's good. Next. What did she do? What happened to her bum?
Yeah.
So I feel like I've managed to accept that, and I grew a thick skin. And I feel like that thick skin is what really like has made me like this resilient in the industry. Yeah, and just mastering the art of showbiz basically.
And you know, like I like what you've talked about, people just being more
Hmm,
into experience and
interesting.
hate.
Umesikia? People who hate you watakupush more than the people who love you. That's very interesting to hear. So the Kenyan showbiz, for you to progress, they need to hate you. Hmm, interesting. I have learned something from Vera Sidika.
Thing.
Mhm.
Do you think that strong and confident women in Africa are judged differently from strong and confident men in Africa?
Yeah, obviously, because who does she think she is? You know,
Hmm.
whatever you do is always, oh, who does she think she is? When you make one move that is, inspiring, or when you do something for yourself that is really nice, buy a nice house or nice car, oh, it's a man that got it for her.
Right.
A successful man would actually do something good for themselves. It won't be like, oh, it's a sugar mommy. No.
Right, right.
And there's sugar mummies everywhere, but the first thought that comes to people's mind when they see you do something for yourself as a successful woman is, oh, there's a man who just got it for her. Right. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the hard work you put on it. Funniest thing, I edit my own pictures. I edit my own videos. I run my own page. I like being hands-on, and I feel like that's really helped. I don't let people handle my stuff because I like things done just the right. I'm a perfectionist.
Right.
So I feel like me having to get that, sleepless nights, doing stuff, getting stuff done, people don't get to see that. They just feel like you just exist and everybody does stuff for you.
Right. And you know, that's very interesting. I like what you've said about, you know, the first thing when a woman gets something, it's like, who's the sugar daddy? Who's the guy behind this?
Yes.
And you know, you do have a thick skin because there's no way, like some of us would be so sad. Like, let me show you the
Yes.
logbook.
Oh yes, I did actually have to show my logbook.
I remember.
Wow, that was hard. You know what they say? They actually said I went to hire a car and do a photo shoot.
This car that you have now.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, actually, let me just go back to that because also we had this conversation when you came over for the meeting about Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who don't know, some people said that she wasn't really in Hollywood. It was AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
They say it was AI.
And then they were like, when she finally had to go back and redo the video, they were like, oh, you went to a green screen.
Yeah, they did. Oh, okay. So I have this notion where when I get to see negative publicity, I like to ignore because it's just like background noise. I mean, people always hate, so you can't address everything, right? So the only difference with this scenario was the person that insinuated I used AI is a public figure.
Right.
And that makes it really dangerous because I can live with a hater saying, it's AI. They haven't left the country, so they wouldn't know if it's real or not. I'm just saying, there's those haters, But someone like the person that actually did bring this up is someone who's traveled as well, someone who's been to the US before, is someone who's in the public eye. So that means people are looking up to them. So people trust whatever they say.
No,
So when this person comes and then says,
who said um, who said that I'm going to the Rastika? Oh shit. Mm, 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 mm. Who said that? I don't know. It's a good one.
oh, why does it look like you're floating? Oh, the rock is, I don't know, doing what? This is AI. Then what happens to your fans? They start thinking, oh,
Imagine if you know the person who said the Rastika went to Hollywood and it was a hebu niambie kwa comment. I don't know. I don't know who said that. I don't know. I don't know who said that. So hebu niambie kwa comment. Uza. Ndio. Halo. Halo. Ah. Hebu niambie kwa comment. Ah.
if this guy says it's AI and he's well traveled,
Right.
then
It was a guy. Who was the guy?
it means it's actually true. So that's the only reason I actually had to clear it. I had to go on live. I literally woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning because the time difference with LA, Kenya and LA is like 12 hours. difference. So when it's like 9 p.m. here, it's 8 a.m. in LA. And I said, if I go live in the afternoon, it will be 3 a.m. in Kenya and people will be asleep. I won't have people on my live. and my brand is at stake here. So what do? I have to be up early. I had to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. We had a run that day, me and my friend. We were actually going shopping in Beverly Hills. So we'd actually planned to go for breakfast and then just go for a drive, some shopping here and there. So having to wake up that early was like, okay, we have this planned out already. But just because this is happening, we could actually just pass by, the Hollywood sign and do a live video on our way for breakfast, on our way to breakfast. So we drove through. My friend spotted like, yes, we have to do this. My friend is actually gassed me up. She is wild. She's like, no way, you have to do this. So I had to go on live, and people were actually very much active because it was like 9 p.m. in Kenya. And I did the live. Everybody was like, oh my God, why would people say this? Blah, blah, blah. Now, let me tell you why I even did that. Because there's one socialite, celebrity, who used to travel a lot. Right. She doesn't travel anymore. So now she's using AI to post her. Yeah. You understand? So now I thought the reason why people suspected I'm doing the same is because this person is doing the same. Right. And I don't take my brand lightly.
Who is that? Who is that using AI? I don't know. You can use AI, but hey, people know.
If you're going to say something that's going to affect me and my credibility, I will clear it up. I will, because...
And I like that you mentioned the word credibility, because that's the problem with this famous person. Yeah. Spreading this rumor, because people believe them.
Yes, because like, oh, this guy has been to New York. So if he says that this is AI, it is AI. Because I've not been to New York, but he's been there. So he knows what's real and what's not. That's the whole thing. That's the only reason why I felt like I needed to do it. Otherwise, on a normal day, I just brush it. I'm like, whatever. Haters. But this particular one, I took it personal. I took it so personal, and I'm actually happy I did. When I was leaving LA, I was like, I would have really felt bad if I didn't do it. Yeah. Because now, if I went to Paris or London, take a picture on the London Bridge, everybody would be like, it's another AI. It's another AI. It's another AI. And then what happens to the brand?
Right. I'm sorry, but that is so terrible. Maliciousness is something that's crazy. Yeah. We're going to take a very short break, but the Confidential will be right back. Remember, this is brought to you by Mr. Ceiling. Keep it here.
Mr. Ceiling.
Experienced relationships very publicly.
Yes.
So, and the ups, the downs, all of that on a very public platform. What does a healthy relationship look like to you right now?
Ooh, a healthy relationship? Wow, that's a good question. I feel like social media does really affect relationships in a way. Because I've had public relationships before, and it didn't end so well. So I've been learning to keep my stuff private. Yes. I have been keeping it so private. I like it.
We saw you on Real Housewives, and your relationship was pretty out there. So we're not going to see that again.
I'm not so sure.
You're not sure?
Yeah, but if it gets to that point, it won't be as publicized. Yeah. Do you get? It won't be like in your face out there. So, because we're just keeping it private.
Yeah. So tell us about motherhood. Like, what is it like for you?
Wow, being a mom. The funniest thing is, like, most times my fans actually didn't think I wanted to have kids.
You didn't want to have kids?
They thought I didn't want to have kids. Yeah. Because for the longest time, I wasn't getting pregnant. And then they kept saying that, oh my God.
Hey, Vera Sidika is a mom. Yeah, that's what I do. God damn. Yeah. Maybe functioning under law, apparently. So, Vera Sidika is a mother. Can you believe this shit? Yeah, very simple. Uh, I have some questions. Yo, I'm going to play them for you guys. Tell me. Yeah. Do you think Vera Sidika was being 100% honest in this interview? So, do you think Vera Sidika was being 100% honest in this interview? Maybe leave on a try. Let's try. Do you think, oh, has motherhood changed Vera Sidika completely? Hmm? Can you see her shaking her ama bado ameacha? But I think, oh, uh, I'll pose I'll pose a question to you, the audience. Okay, would you would you date someone famous in Kenya right now? If you would, why would you date someone famous in Kenya? And if you would not date someone who's famous, tell us why not. Okay? So thank you.
Maybe she's barren. Oh, yeah. So I did have those kind of remarks online, and it was pretty painful.
Aw.
Yeah, because there is really.
Now, who will say that um, Vera Sidika is barren? Neither have been dated. Huh? Neither Tekubo. Umekaa kusema Vera Sidika hajapata mtu. But correct. Hate in Kenya can really value more than the love. No, no. So, uh, kindly like, subscribe, and share. Kuna nichukia. Thank you. Thank you for the problem. Uh,
Human, and there is reasons why people choose not to do certain things. They're just taking their time, moving at their own pace, and I think that's what I did. I just didn't want to be in this situation where I'm having kids and I'm not ready,
Right.
mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I wanted to be stable by myself,
Right.
because I'm not the kind of person who's going to be dependent on the father of the child, or if things go wrong, I'll be like, oh, I need this, I need that. I'm independent. So
Right.
I wanted to be ready myself before I get into motherhood. And that's why it took quite some time.
so, she is one of the independent ladies. We cannot blame her. So, for being independent. Um, she was preparing her way to being a mother. Because being a mother is not easy. No. So, um, for the parents, we salute you. You know how being a parent is so hard. Mm, it's so fucking hard. Ah,
To
God
get
bless.
to that stage. And when I did get to that stage, I was fully embracing. I've been embracing it fully because I was prepared for it, and I wanted it to be done the right way. I got married. Actually did things the traditional way.
You did.
Yes, yes. So we were, legally married. And 6 months later, I got pregnant, and then I get back to my first child, which is Asia Brown, a baby girl. She's now 4. And then Ice came out of nowhere. Yeah, we didn't plan to have Ice, but it just happened. I found out at 5 months pregnant.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't feel weird? Like nothing changed?
Actually, that weird feeling is what made me realize I'm actually pregnant. Yeah, I just woke up one day and I'm like, why am I so tired? It was like 12 midday and I'm like super tired and I did nothing the whole day. I'm like, why am I feeling so tired? Something must be wrong. Like, I don't think this is normal. Then when I lay down on the bed, I'm like, my stomach looks kind of big. You know what? I tell you, on a kitambi, even when you have a big stomach, when it's like when you lay down because
It's
of
flat.
gravity, it flattens. But I'm like, hey, wait a minute, why? Why am I looking bloated? Like, this is fishy.
Yeah.
I just send a rider to get me a test kit, one of them strips, just to be sure. I did a test. Whew, a very big fat positive. It wasn't even a faint line that I was like, this is dangerous. So I immediately went to the clinic. Wow, big baby, 5 months.
I'm so dead. Like
I
the
know, it
line
doesn't
didn't even
sound real.
hesitate.
Yes, because my first pregnancy as well, I didn't have any symptoms. Zero, nothing. I don't know, first trimester, second.
Okay, women, um, I think can be pregnant. It can be pregnant after 5 months. That's crazy.
Had nothing. I literally had the smoothest pregnancy. Actually, I was energetic. I didn't even feel pregnant.
No aversion to food.
The only pregnancy symptom that I had was a missed period.
Right.
Yes.
But did
which
you
is
find
normal.
out earlier?
So now that's now my first pregnancy. That one was expected because we planned it.
Right.
Now the second one, because I was breastfeeding Asia.
Right.
And Asia was like 8 months old, and I was breastfeeding. So through my breastfeeding journey, I experienced my cycle didn't get back to normal.
Yeah.
Because of hormonal imbalance, and it takes time for you to get back to your normal cycle. So while I was breastfeeding, I was like, I'm not getting my cycle because I'm breastfeeding and I liked it because nobody likes to experience the
period.
Yeah, oh my God, you're like, if I could do away with it.
Someone said.
Yes, so that was the experience that I had. So when I was breastfeeding, I knew I'm not getting my cycle because I'm still breastfeeding. So I was expecting when I stop, I'm gonna get it back to normal. So what happened is, in between is when I felt something is a little bit off, and then that's when I took the test, and then I realized I was actually pregnant.
Yeah.
And it was 4 or 5 months thereabouts.
Wow.
Yeah, so we embraced it because I was in that phase where I'm accepting family and trying to set up a family, and Ice came, and I'm so happy. I actually got a boy, so now I have a girl and a boy.
Right.
It's a perfect balance. And he just turned 3 this week.
Oh wow, mashallah.
Yeah, just this March. Yeah.
So any more kids? Are you planning for any more kids?
I always wanted to have 4 kids, so I know I still want 2 more babies. Yeah, maybe I should have like 3.
3 or 4.
You say 3 or 4. I love kids. Honestly, I do. So I hope to have 2 more kids, 2 more babies in future. Yeah, but so far they're the best friends ever. They look out for each other. Having kids,
Close siblings.
Yeah, close siblings. Close in range. It's really, really good. Yeah, they entertain themselves, and it's just fun to watch. It's fun to watch Icy protect his sister,
Right?
And he's the little one. He's like a year and a half
younger.
Yeah, but he's the one always looking out for Asia. If I do something to Asia, if I say, "Hey, Asia, don't do this," Asia will go report me to Ice, and then Ice will be like, "Hey, mommy, why are you disturbing my sister?"
That's so sweet.
Yeah, so it's beautiful.
Oh, that's so cute, mashallah.
Yeah,
happy birthday, Ice. Happy belated.
That's nice. Learning that her children take care of it. That's no, we see now a different story to Vera Sidika. Mimi hata sikuwa najua kuna mtoto. Huh? Guys, did you know Vera Sidika had children? Unajua mimi sikutizagi motion hivyo. Huh? Guys, did you know Vera Sidika had a child? Had children? Watoto wawili. Huh? God damn it. Hebu
I know he
thank
doesn't know
you.
me.
Yeah.
So motherhood obviously changes people, right?
Yes.
So what did it change how you see yourself, particularly because you're very famous? Like, just tell me, walk me through that shift.
It did change a lot. Then how do I even begin? Where do I start from? First of all, it's not as easy as people think it is, even if you've prepared for it.
Right.
Nothing actually prepares you for it. Not
Mhm.
even financially, mentally, like nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's something that you learn every day. You know, you get
I love
better every day. Your kids give you strength.
Right.
You know, to be a better mom, to want to do better. Like when you have kids, nothing else matters. Like everything you do is for them. Like all the running around, all the ups and downs, everything now finally makes sense.
Right.
You get, because now you're like, oh yeah, I want the best for my kids. I want my
Mhm.
kids to live a beautiful life, creating generational wealth. Now you start thinking different. You know, I used to be like really big on shopping big designer brands. I still shop big designer brands, but I mean, it kind of reduces because now there's priorities. So
Like
if I
school
was
fees.
shopping for $50,000 US,
Mhm.
now I'll probably do like, okay, 15,000. I'm like, this is okay.
Yeah.
Let's manage this. Yeah, because now you have like the babies, you have school, you know, they have private nannies, they have private driver, so many things that comes with it. So you have to be fully prepared.
Mhm.
And it's not easy, ladies. So if
Mm.
you are going that direction, make sure you're very, very prepared for it.
Think about it.
Yes, yes.
And so obviously, like,
Have you heard? Vera Sidika, hmm, Vera Sidika with own handling and is a curvy beauty. She has children. No, Ambari also thinks she has children. No, no. Now, na mademu say they don't want to get children. They want to stay in the club. Vera Sidika has children. Hmm? Ambari has children. Look at that thing. Are you getting what I'm saying? And the chicks for this day, they don't get children. Hmm? Only fun. Only fun.
you know, planning for the future of your children,
Mhm.
school fees obviously is like a big thing. School is not cheap,
Mhm.
especially if you're going international. You're going
Yes.
international.
Yes.
So do you have like a trust fund or anything? Have you set it up, or are you just going with the flow?
That's a good question. Wow. Yeah, setting up is good. Setting up a trust fund is good and very advisable as well.
Mhm.
So yes, that's usually yeah, the best way to go about it.
So just back to the conversation on, you having like a relationship that's very public. You personally, what is the one thing that you will not compromise on? Because obviously, like, you live and you learn.
Yes.
What is the one thing that you refuse to compromise on?
In the current status, relationship status. Okay. Oh wow, I've really learned from public relationships. I had really tough ones. Like right now, I'm actually in a relationship.
Ooh, you heard it here first.
Yes. Yeah, I've been in a relationship for like 5 months, and it's yeah.
Look at you blushing.
It is beautiful, and I feel like the beauty of it is the fact that it's very private.
Right.
People don't know my business.
Yeah.
Nobody knows, and what people don't know, they don't destroy. And I feel like privacy is really powerful.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the people you love, the people you care about. When you protect that, you get to enjoy.
Okay. Privacy is really what's more private among extends money. But privacy is really you help. Cause if you do somewhere um in a help you get.
It better. It's blissful.
It is.
We get to live our lives. We don't need to prove points to anybody. We don't need to show the world that, oh, here we are, we're in love. It's we don't really have cameras in front of us like that. We don't record videos and stuff because we're trying to show people. We're trying to put up a front. So it's just been different because I think the relationships I've been in, they've been too loud that now I'm like in the absolute opposite side, and I'm like, I'm actually liking this.
Right.
And my partner likes it as well. He really, really enjoys it more. And I think I've just learned so much from what I went through in my past relationships, especially during the breakups. I had really terrible breakups. It would go online, it would get really crazy and messy, and a lot of stuff being exposed, and a lot of back and forth. And I feel like I really outgrew that. I've become a very different person because my marriage ended really badly. Oh my God. It was really bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really bad, to be honest. I've always wanted family. I've always wanted family setup because I come from a family,
Unit.
My parents are still together. They're still very happily married, happily in love.
What? Hata ungesema ati Vera Sidika. Okay. Contrary to what you may see on TV, these guys are more like, look at, why would she not take care of her family because she's on TV? Look at, social media, I think inaharibia jingi sana. Kwanza madeni, unaona, kuna madeni wanabelieve kwa social media unafaa ubehave kama ratchet, unaona, hata kama hivi she's on her, how do you say, third marriage, she has some lessons she has learned, but madeni mengine hawafai kuacha familia zao just because of social media. There's a way you can maneuver. You don't have to be who know what you believe of. No, no. But you tell me in the comments, I believe you can, um, I believe you can be successful on social media and also have a good life. Nah, because you can be a good housewife. No, no. You can be shooting videos, you cooking, uh, you sharing, you sharing the good side of the family. No, no. Mashikana na your husband to cook, and you can be cooking. But wasi wakiharibu social media because of feminism, I think that's where the problem comes in.
So growing up with my family, my mom and dad in the same under the same roof, having to just wake up and say good morning, mom, good morning, dad. It was so beautiful, and especially having to on my birthdays. My mom used to wake up and sing happy birthday all the way to my room and wake me up with a birthday song, and then my dad, and just having dinner in the evenings every day, just everyone expressing how their day was, how was school. It's beautiful. And I always wanted that for my kids,
Right.
So that's why I took time to get into motherhood because I just didn't want to be a baby mama.
Right.
You get? So I didn't want to be a situation like, okay, I'm just having kids because I want to have kids and not have the dad in the child's life.
Yeah.
So when I felt like I met the person that I felt had the qualities and the characteristics that I was looking for, I felt, okay, maybe it's time. And that's when we got married legally, and I saw the seriousness in it, and we planned for a child, and then the next second baby came. So I was like, okay, this is it. I was very confident. So I really struggled to, keep it together, like try and fix things and make the family whole and work and make it work, which like I really tried. But sometimes it gets to a point where you get really pushed and you want your kids to grow up in a happy home. You want your kids to grow up in a happy environment. And when you're not happy as a mom, it shows.
It does.
It does, and it shows and it reflects on your kids. I don't want my kids to grow up in a very traumatic environment. I don't want my kids to be traumatized because I never experienced that growing up as a child. So it was really hard for me to make that decision, like, okay, this just has to end. It's really, really, really hard. I was pushed to, it was really, I don't want to talk too much about it because, like I said, the reason why protected this story is because, he's the father of my kids. But the people close to me know exactly what happened, and they know what I really. Oh my God! I went through a lot. My passport disappeared with my visa. So many things.
No way.
I'm telling you, it was police cases and so many other things.
First of all, amesema she she's not going to say anything, and immediately after she started saying everything. My God. Fuck. Can you like subscribe and share? That really appreciate something. So
Violence and all that. This is just a lot. It's just a lot.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was a scary phase. And having to go through this when my son was like 4 months old was really, really bad.
And oh no, don't cry.
'Cause, I was trying to like breastfeed and I have no milk because I was so stressed out,
I'm so sorry. Do you want a hug? Give me a hug.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. My son was like 4 months old. So, and boys like really like suck on the, mommy's breast because they feed a lot. So I had to introduce him to formula at a very, because that's the only way he would be able to feed because I didn't have milk. When you're stressed, when you're stressed, it affects the milk production. And I was going through a lot. Everything was happening at this time, like everything. And I felt like maybe I didn't show him so much attention and love because that distracted, the bonding moment for mommy and baby. For the first, the first year is very important, for the baby because you bond more through feeding and so many other things. So when there's distraction, now the nanny has to help, because now I have to deal with this, I have to deal with that. I'm not in a good mental state. And so many things were happening.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my mom was so upset. My parents had to come. Like I needed to get like extra help. Yeah, but I'm just happy that, I decided what I did, and I feel like that was the best decision for my kids because my kids are so happy.
Right.
There's nothing beats a happy home for my kids. Like they're so happy. I feel like that's what I want I want my kids to grow up in a happy home.
so I have no problem with Vera Sidika and her having a happy home. Okay, but I think the children should have access to the father. It's very important. No, hata kama walikosana, that's okay. But the father should meet the children. At least they continue to know the children, the family. Because even the other guy was there, but honestly, the other guy was there for 6 months. Uh, 6 months is a lot of there's not a lot of time. It can be one more year, but the children still need to see the father. No. So it's okay for Vera Sidika kind to be honest and um, to seek happiness. But at the end of the day, the children will not see the father. So hapo kwa Vera Sidika, hapo kidogo hapo amebaki. But it's okay. You can come back again. Familia inaweza patana. So it's okay.
I would rather my kids grow up with a single parent, but
Than
be
in an
happy
unhappy home. Right.
than being unhappy, broken home and something, like a very traumatizing environment. So that just had to happen.
And like there's people who say like, oh, I stayed for the kids and the kids are miserable.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. I always say if you are going through something that you know this is really going to affect your child's upbringing, you just have to let go.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and you can always make it work. Trust me, it always gets better. When I made that move, a lot of things just happened to me. Like a lot of beautiful things, doors opened up for me. Like so many things. Like God is always with you.
Amen.
I lost my passport. I got it in one day, you know, just because someone felt like they're gonna disable me, you know. And I had my US visa. I had shows, like 10 shows in the US.
What? Go serious. Oh, so maybe the other guy was a bit jealous because when imagine him an opportunities major analipwa USD na pia alikuwa na potential. Hizo ni she would have afforded two more restaurants, two more houses, unaona. So for the nigga to be angry about the money part, it's understandable. But I think angerudi ambie Sidikani aje, I feel a certain way that maybe you're making money, unaona. Maybe unaingia kwa mix, unaona. And at least for me bro, because um, mm, maybe the guy didn't know how to express himself. Nacheki. And Vera Sidika on she's hot, like very hot, clear. Eh, akona akona tension, anatafutwa. So maybe unasikia bado story ya maziwa. Kwa stress. Me think mademo super pia na wao na shida zao. Unaona? So we have to balance. Tujue kama if you're dating a hot chick, I think wako na different maintenance ama different wants from other chicks. Particularly, because hot chicks would want to go outside, would want to go to the club, anapigia na manigas wengi, unaona. So for hot chicks, uh, the kind wako na more attention, unaona, because watu wengi wanataka kuwa spoil. Particularly, um, and sasa kwa Vera Sidika alikuwa change all of that attention into a monetary platform. Unaona? So Vera Sidika was right. Hapo siwezi danganya. In the business part. Kama walikuwa wanakosana because of because of money, that was not right. That was not right. I think in this day and age, a woman like Vera Sidika is bound to get more money. I get it. So hawezi kikawia dem kama Vera Sidika go from getting more money. I get it. It is not realistic. At this age, at this age, hauwezi kasia madeni. Hauwezi kasia madeni. Wacha adu kitu adu.
Traveling next week and then no pass. Like I went through it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I went through it. Yeah, I went through it. Yeah.
And oh God, and you know the thing is, you came out victorious. 'Cause
Yeah, I
look
did.
at you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I don't know. I feel like that stage because I went through that. I always say I don't ever want to get married.
Yeah.
So, mm, we have had level 1. No, that is level 2.
To Nairobi, I always told everybody I'm going to be the biggest thing in this country.
Right.
Trezo can actually testify to this. The first thought that comes to people's mind when they see you do something for yourself as a successful woman is, oh, there's a man who just got it for her. Right. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the hard work you put on it. I've become a very different person because my marriage ended really badly. Oh my God. You know, I don't want my kids to grow up in a very traumatic environment. I don't want my kids to be traumatized. because I never experienced that growing up as a child. So it was really hard for me to make that decision, like, okay, this just has to end.
Welcome back to the Conversation Chamber, aka the Confidential. It's me, Shiko Shirin, was still with Vera Sidika.
Yes.
And now we want to get into the confidential part of the show because we can't name it that if we're not going to get some stuff. So obviously, you being in the public eye, there's people just make up stuff from time to time. What's the biggest lie that people believe about you?
What's the biggest lie that people believed?
Yeah, or believed.
Oh, okay. Or the biggest lie that was actually out there, or biggest rumor, something like
Yeah.
there's actually been a couple. It's always something. It's always something. So I would say it's just the usual. Oh, she's Illuminati, because anyone who's successful, anyone who's successful, they always link it to, oh, she's on the other side. I'm a Jesus girl, by the way. I pray. I'm a prayer warrior. So yes, that's one. I'd say the other one. Oh wow, they did say I'm homeless.
Where did that come from? Who said that?
Very famous blogger.
Is it the same one who said the other thing?
No. Because that one was said by that was someone famous, but this is like a blogger who said it.
Right.
Yeah, on Edgar. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. They did say I'm homeless, and I was like, wow.
And what was
I am homeless in my mansion. Wow, what a life.
And what was the reason? Like, what was their backing? Was it because you moved or something?
I feel like, there's this thing called growth, right?
Yeah.
I feel like me, the Vera Sidika that was there 10 years ago, or 7 years, 5 years ago, is not really the same Vera like we have now.
Right.
Then I was still very excited about fame. I was always recording everything. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, hey guys, good morning, showing my house, showing every little detail of my life. And then it got to a phase where you get used to the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You get used to luxury, you get used to all these things. And it becomes a norm. So it becomes like, okay, you're leaving. People already know you live this life. So you don't really need to show people every single day. You just live that life, And when it became a norm, I think people mistook it for she's broke, because that's how it came about. Actually, they did say I was broke.
Right.
I think that was the first rumor that started. They said that I was broke because I went to host in Busia. I got a club appearance in Busia. So when I hosted in Busia, that's how it started. They said I'm broke. Then I said, oh, okay, interesting. And at this point, when I was actually hosting in Busia, my car was being wrapped. I just landed from the UK. And in my mind, I'm like, this guy is only new. But I just said, fine, no problem. So I laughed about it. And then my car came, I launched my car, and people started saying, hey, there's all these rumors. And then they started saying I hired, wow, actually, this is a very good, interesting scenario. So they said I hired a car, I had a Range Rover Vogue to do a photo shoot to prove to people that I'm not broke. Do you get? So that's how the whole thing started. Oh, she's now hosting in Busia. Oh, that means she's broke.
Right.
Oh, now she has to prove to people she's not.
Kenya celeb wanakapitia Kenya manze. How is the speaker broke? Because she has to host a club in Busia. Kweli Kenyans don't want people to get money. Kenyans are a very particular crowd. You can see because um, hmm, Kenyans like for my business, I said hug, I sell duffel bag. But for the good client, get expensive client, brother, I can just another story because the good clients are supposed to pay you are looking at you like why is it expensive things and they can afford it and they don't want to promote you. And another and another speaker goes abroad and gets dollars and comes back. No, no. it means everything you have is limited. But Kenya, yeah, Kenya. How can you do Vera Sidika? That's an insane. Forget, ako na kiti yake, ana ako na gigs majuu. Forget. But Kenya, if you appear not to, Kenya, mm, if you're not pushing poor things to them, forget. If I dare, if I dare say I'm selling a car, forget. Kenya is maybe it is not here, it is back to me. But Kenya is not big physically, and I get, but that's how it is. Uh, Kenya is not people who show them money like this, and I get, this is $2 million, speaking me, I get. Um, Kenya is not someone who is braggadocious, who will remove money every day and show them, uh, chop money, chop money, chop money. Yeah, it's clear.
Broke, so
Mm-hmm.
she's doing a photo shoot with this car. So I said, and I literally had a whole documentation of how I bought my car and everything. So I said, should I post this now? I said, no, don't post it. Just give it time.
Right.
Everybody was celebrating. Oh my God, she's broke. She's trying to prove a point, trying to prove a point. Everyone's like, oh, if it's really her car, she'd actually show us her logbook. I said, whatever. I'm not going to do that. Just chill. So I bought time just to get everybody talking so they could have their moments.
Mm-hmm.
And then I released a video of, just like it's an achievement. I mean,
Right.
a young girl who's making moves by themselves, who's doing things, spending their own money to invest in themselves. I buy things for myself.
Right.
My land, homes, cars. I would never say today that anyone ever bought me any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. I always work for my money and I always get stuff for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do get through this stages in
Wow.
life and whenever something beautiful is happening in my life, I always like to document it.
Yeah.
I remember when I actually was doing the videos in the UK when I was going to buy my car. I didn't even do it with the intentions of posting.
Right.
I was just recording it as like, oh my God, this is a beautiful moment. Do you get like I'm doing this, oh my God, this is beautiful. Let me just have something that I'll always remember, just memories. So when now people kept talking, oh my God, it's a hired car, it's this, it's a photo shoot, it's this. And I said, you know what? They're asking for it. So let me give them a show. So I put the videos together. That's when I did a reel that says, fly with me to the UK to buy my Range Rover. So
If they were mad, they're mad now.
So I showed all the entire process of how I landed in the UK, went and picked it up, how we got into Kenya, I went to Mombasa, I flew to Mombasa to clear it at the port and everything. I literally showed every detail. And then I ended the video with the logbook.
Yeah.
With my name.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody was like, wow, okay. Because even people were like, we've never seen a celebrity showing their logbook.
I remember actually, speaking of which, that when you got the ebook, there's a time you posted, there was this guy, one guy, right? And he was constantly like, if it's your car, post the logbook. And it was just one guy. And he was so unhappy. And she had this car.
You know the craziest thing, babe, I'll tell you, is men are the biggest haters.
The jealousy is crazy.
Ooh, I feel like girls love me. The girls love me. I'm a girly girl.
Yeah.
I'm a girl's girl. I love my girls.
Me too.
And I feel like my biggest fan base is women.
Yeah.
Even when you check my Instagram, my professional dashboard, like it tells you the biggest percentage of followers if it's male or female.
Right.
I feel like I have a bigger percentage of women, and women love me because I inspire them to do better. I inspire them to want better for themselves. And I've never in any way misdirected or misled people to doing the wrong things. I just do me. I don't speak and tell people do this, do that. No. I just do me. I stay out of trouble. I always mind my business. I just stay to my lane. I'm never looking for trouble. I'm never looking for drama anywhere. And I feel like that's what people like about me, most girls. So they always look up to me. but most of the hate comes from the men. And I feel like it's such a serious issue, because I feel like we've gotten to a stage where men they don't like seeing women,
Doing
succeed
well.
and doing well. They'll always be the ones. I mean, even the rumor about Hollywood came from a man.
Right.
Saying it's AI. That was a man.
They say the biggest bitch you know is probably a man.
Yes, so it's just become like life is just so different nowadays. It's I don't know. I feel like they get intimidated because I would say a lot of Kenyan women in today's era and generation are doing way better. I won't even say like boss girls, boss ladies, hardworking, always working around the clock. A lot of single women are doing so good as opposed to, like, I would say maybe 10 years ago.
Right.
Like women tunajituma. Like Kenyan girls were like hands-on. I would tell you, I've met girls from all parts of the world. I've been to Nigeria, I've been to South Africa. I'm talking about like Africa, for example. Like Nigerian girls, they're good, but they know how to get things
from the guys.
Yeah, but I feel like Kenyan women know how to work their way up. And I feel like even if they get things in whatever way they get it, whether it's hard work or a man, they wouldn't mismanage funds.
Right.
And they wouldn't mismanage their income.
Yeah.
They're very good at finances. Like a Kenyan girl, you'll give them 100,000 USD, they'll put it into good use.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The other side in the West, you give them 100K, they'll buy like 5 Birkins. Let's start there. I would tell you for a fact.
Or Mercedes clean.
You understand? And one Birkin bag is probably like 35,000 USD.
Right.
Do you get?
Yeah.
But why would you need to have a Birkin when you don't even have a home?
And you don't have money in that Birkin. Also,
Yeah,
madam.
you understand?
Yeah.
So Kenyan women we have priorities that are based on building generational wealth. How do we get better? How do I build my life up? How do I become a better person? How do I invest this money? So I feel like we have that drive where we don't mismanage funds. We're like very we have financial literacy.
Yeah.
We have financial literacy. So that's what I like about Kenyan women, and that's why we always become better and successful, and men don't like that. Trust me, they don't like it. Oh, my biggest haters are men. Sorry guys, but yeah. They like my body, but they just hate my lifestyle.
What will be this?
Yeah, they're like, she looks good, but hey, Connie, what does she think?
And
who show us your lookbook?
And then there's this obsession with humbling like successful women that I find so weird and off-putting.
Yes, but yeah, I mean, I feel like it's good. It's good motivation.
It is.
Yeah, it is good motivation.
You can't let the haters win.
Yeah.
So you've mentioned that you're dating now. I want to know, like, what's like the most romantic thing your man has done for you?
The most romantic. Interesting. It's an interesting dating phase that I'm in right now because it's very private. And it's really hard to date privately when you're a public figure.
Exactly.
Because people will always be in your space. People will always try to catch you on the wrong, on the wrong side of things. And it's just been really hard to maneuver.
It's new.
Yeah, it's new. It's just 5 months old. So it's been hard to maneuver because it's hard to go out. So we really have to like plan it. Like if you're going somewhere, it has to be somewhere extremely secluded, somewhere very private, or maybe we travel, we're planning to travel soon as well. So yeah, because it's his birthday soon, but it's beautiful. He's a Gen Z. I'm sorry.
That's so cute.
No, I know it is. It's funny because I never thought a 20-something-year-old would
can be so mature.
Yes, more than a 30-something-year-old that I've been with before.
But that means
funny,
he was raised
right?
right. That means he was raised right.
Yeah. I think maturity I don't think
it comes with age, right?
But I don't think it really actually comes with age.
And I think some guys are actually just it's a choice. Like you can choose to
it's fun, it's exciting, and he does really like nice special things and romantic stuff. And for me, I feel like it's not about materialistic stuff. It's the thought, it's the effort, it's okay, he really made an effort to make me happy. He really did 1, 2, 3 things. I feel like that's what matters in life, So yeah.
I was gonna ask you actually what makes a man instantly more attractive, because sometimes it could be effort. Some girls might think money, but like, what about you? What makes them more attractive?
I feel like effort, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. Money. money happens, but you would actually meet a very arrogant moneyed guy.
Those are the worst.
You get like they
Yeah.
talk too much. They want to brag about what they have, what they own, what they drive, and it just gets like,
Again with this.
Yes, So for me, I feel like what really drives me is effort. It's effort. It's an intentional person, an intentional man, someone who's getting out of the way to do one or two things.
Yeah.
Making you happy. Meaningful conversations.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You want to sometimes have someone who pays attention to detail, someone who pays attention to your needs.
Right.
It's not always about money, because I've been there
Right.
before. I've been there, done that, and I've had friends who've been there and they took off really quick. They're like, no, I thought it was going to be
it.
Yeah. So life is more. There's more to life than just money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't judge anybody who goes for money, because you have to experience it for you to know if this is what I really want or not. Because me personally,
yeah.
So Tipsy J. Tipsy J anasema vitu. Tipsy J manze. Tipsy J usijaribu kuachilia. Usijaribu kuachilia hapo. Shikilia. Shikilia hapo. Shikilia hapo mwanangu. Very nice. Very nice job. Very nice.
I don't think I'd actually ever date or be with someone that I don't have feelings for just because of money.
I actually find that strange.
Yeah, it is strange for me personally.
Yeah. So
like even if you have money, I have to really I have to really like you.
Right.
Like your money won't move me. Mm-hmm. If I don't like you, I just don't like you. Yeah. But I don't know how some people get to do it without. They're like, oh, okay, I want a man with money. I don't care if he looks good. I don't care if I like him. I don't care.
Old, young.
Yeah, old, young. For me, I really have to like you. Mimi niko na maringo. Like, you have to look good.
You do, actually.
Yeah.
So you've been famous for, I think, for most of your adult life.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about what life would be like without the fame?
What life would be like without the fame? Interesting. I don't know. I love fame. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend. I'll be like, oh, I wish I wasn't famous. So many people like to pretend like, oh, I wish I wasn't famous. I miss my. Oh no, I like it. I love attention. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love attention. That's why I do stuff. I'll take sexy pictures, wear my bikini, look cute. I'll record everything, post everything. Like I like attention. I'm a Libra.
Yeah.
Libras, we just like being out there. We like people to see us. We like being noticed. We like being flirtatious.
Right.
So it's just a personality that I've always had since like I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Even like everything, even my outfits, like everything. Like I used to be well put together. Even my mom loves fashion.
She does.
Yes, like I grew up watching my mom being a baddie. Like she used to be a baddie. Like literally had a closet. She had like 40 pairs of shoes. And then I'm talking about like back then when I was like a little girl. That was like a lot. I'm like, she used to like arrange them in like a shoe rack.
Right.
And she had like wristwatches with different color straps. She's wearing pink. She has a pink strap. I'm like, okay. So I think I picked that up from my mom. She's always been that it girl. Yeah, she has pictures of her when she was like 15, 16 years old.
Ooh, and she's
in
still
her family
fire.
album. So she's photogenic. So she loved that kind of lifestyle, So I think I picked it up from her, and it's really hard to explain how life without fame. I think I would still be an amazing person. I personally feel like fame didn't change me.
Right.
Yeah, I feel the people who get to meet me feel like I'm a warm person.
You are.
Yeah. I'm approachable, they say, and I'm kind.
Down to earth.
Yeah, and kind. That's what people say most times. And I feel like what I said. Now, because of social media, people are way exposed on social media to now judge celebrities on their own. Like back then when I was still like new in the industry, like blogs would say anything and people would believe whatever the blogs say.
Yeah.
But I feel like people have access to social media. People have access to celebrities. I get to host in different clubs. People get to interact with me and they get to see this side of me that is totally different. And and I think that really helped.
That it does.
Yeah, so yeah,
Mhm.
fame didn't change me.
It
So
didn't
I
change
think
you.
I'll still be I'll still be on fire in my
your
little
own way.
WhatsApp group. I'll be famous on a WhatsApp group. I'll be like the it girl.
Popular.
Yes.
To do the quick fire questions, so you don't have time to think about it. Don't think about it too much. First thing that comes to your mind,
Okay.
you say it,
Mhm.
and no pressure.
Okay.
Ready?
No pressure means I have to say next.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Fame or inner peace?
Fame.
Instagram or real life?
Real life.
Being admired or being understood?
Being
Being understood.
Okay, being understood.
Mhm.
Drama or comedy?
Drama.
Train or plane?
Plain. Obvious.
Plane.
Mm-hmm.
Public life or private life?
Public life.
Career or love?
Hey, that's a tough one.
Yeah, you love love?
Yes, I love love, and I also love career. You can't eat love.
Afrobeat or Amapiano?
Afrobeat.
Lagos or Nairobi?
Yo, that's hard.
Fire.
Why? Okay, that is fire.
Quick fire.
I would say Nairobi because Nairobi has a lot to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Cape Town or Nairobi?
Nairobi.
Nairobi. African designers or global brands? Hey, global brands.
African designer group.
Hey.
You have impacted me with that. Look at you.
Yo.
I like it.
Globo. Vera Sidika langoa. Globo. Globo. Millionaire. Globo. Kitu nyama. Vera Sidika kama tuangusha. Globo. Kwa nitaka kwa
That's the best. It's killing me.
African designer. It depends. Outfits like dress up. Like if I'm wearing a dress, I would say African designers.
Yeah.
Accessories, shoes, handbags, global brands.
Okay.
Yes.
And best movie?
The best movie of all time.
Mm-hmm. For you.
I would say. Oh wow. I like Salt.
Really?
Yeah, I watch that
It was
every
so
year.
good. Best singer?
Tough one. Beyonce.
Right. Best Kenyan president? It's hot.
That's hot. Best Kenyan president. Let's see. UK.
Uhuru Kenyatta?
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
USA or China?
US. Yes.
Okay. US or Russia?
US.
All right. Wonderful. Now, which famous woman would you like to emulate?
What famous woman would I like to emulate? Interesting. Because they're like from different.
You could just say, like, you don't have to have one. You can have like two or three.
2 or 3,
Mm.
right? Okay, so I'd say Oprah, 1. 2, I would say Kim Kardashian. You see, there's like 2 different. It's like the opposite. Okay, why Kim Kardashian? I feel like she really built a brand like out of the negative.
Yes.
You know, and I feel like that's kind of like my brand as well. I didn't really go that route because you know what she did to get famous.
Okay. So at this point, um, I think Vera mistake. She has told herself. Maybe I didn't know she was this young. Uh, but KPCG hapo kidogo bana. Hey, KPCG. So, do you think Kenyan relationship, or do you think Kenyan relationship is a fake relationship for clout? No. Kama unajua kama kina Jugush, everything was okay, but something happened hapo katikati. Who do you think handle public pressure better? So, who do you think handle public pressure better? Vera Sidika or other celebrities? And is social media really a modern relationship?
famous.
Yeah.
But I feel like what she
Comment. Is social media really modern relationship? No, because from the first media, he was jealous of um, Vera because he was not an influencer. But at least now, naona akichukua tipsy G and understand the industry. I think for her it will be more easier. No.
used with the fame is what makes me admire her more today.
Right.
You know, she's built an empire
Mm.
from nothing.
$1 billion one
Yes,
at that.
yes.
All right, we're going to take a short break. The Confidential returns just now. Remember, the show is sponsored by Mr. Sealing.
Mm.
What's the most important life lesson that you've ever, like, that you live by?
Um. Okay, life lesson. For me, I feel like I want to, you know, I want to leave a mark, in the world. I know
Right.
it sounds a little bit, yeah, they say give back to the community. Like for me, they say it literally, but anyway, this is like in a different level of giving back. I've always been philanthropic. I've always been the type of person who always offers a helping hand, even on random occasions on social media. So my biggest thing is to just, reach one person at a time, help one person at a time, uplift one person at a time in one way or the other.
Right.
So I've always wanted to do this and I've always wanted to have my own foundation um, where I could help people out. I do that,
Right.
but off the cameras,
Mhm.
off social media. And I'm thinking it's something that I want to leave a legacy behind because it's very fulfilling when you help. It's very fulfilling when you do charitable events. It's very, uplifting and it's encouraging to other people. So that's one thing I've always wanted to, leave that mark by the end of my journey. And that's what I'm working towards, having my own stable foundation. Yeah. So two, I feel it costs nothing to be humble, be kind to one another, always check up on your friends, check up on your family, check up on your loved one, the people online, because people are going through a lot.
Yeah.
And especially with today's world with social media, there's a lot of cyberbullying and a lot of bullying that happens online, and so many people are losing their lives to that.
Right.
And I feel like it costs nothing to just be kind. You don't know what someone is going through in life today. So one simple word could actually lead them to doing something that you would never forgive yourself for. So just be kind to one another. Just be nice. Just extend grace. I'm a happy person. I'm a bubbly person. I love love. I love people. I don't even think about the hate that I receive. Every time I meet anyone on ground in real life, I'm nice to everybody. I don't think, oh, these people hate me online. I just think, oh, wow, this is a beautiful person. Are you okay? Do you want to take a picture? I help them take pictures. So I feel like it's really, the world is a big enough space to spread love and not hate.
And so I'm glad you brought the mental health thing up, because that's the next question I wanted to ask you. Someone might be watching this right now and they might be at the edge, like this might be the 13th reason. What piece of advice can you give someone who's feeling lost right now?
Oh, wow, yeah. There's a lot that happens, especially in today's generation. And in today's economy as well is also adding up to a lot of mental health issues. Because sometimes you rush to social media to forget what you're going through, your financial problems, or whatever you're going through, with the current economy. And then social media is not kind enough to you. There are a lot of people who are trying to make us laugh, and they're actually going through a lot behind closed doors. So what I would say is just be strong. And if you have a group of friends that you feel like you're more comfortable hanging around, me, for example, or Jen or Liz or Laz, and you feel like Laz brings you joy and makes you feel better, it's always good to always just be in a circle of friends where it kind of like helps you forget and gives and brings purpose to your life. It makes you feel like, okay, people hate me online, but at least I have friends who really care about me. So I think it does help. And always check on your friends, guys. It's really, and people who laugh the most online, people who look happiest the most, are usually going through the hardest.
And speaking of which, you've obviously, life, you've gone through your ups and downs. What's the mindset that has helped you overcome difficult times?
I feel like for me, it's a lot easier because I like I like to deal with situations. I like to see things differently.
Yeah.
So when I have all this negative energy coming my way, I like to think someone is just going through a bad day. They're just having a bad day today, so they're taking it out on me. It's not like I'm a bad person. It doesn't
Very
make me
mature.
bad.
But then, uh, that makes a lot of sense. Online, you can see so many people expressing their anger. Kumbe manze, you guys are just having a bad time, bruh. Okay, you guys are having the worst of time. What sort of people just doing tantrums with your way, bruh. Very sad, very sad. But at least I'm happy for G, I'm happy for Vera. I may be here, I may be here to the human being in this interview. No, no. At least I may declare it. Declare, you can see. Come on, on. Meeting shall be here very much. Uh, so what
Doesn't mean that I'm bad. It doesn't mean that I'm evil. It doesn't make me less, of who I am. It doesn't make me less beautiful or less successful. It's
Right.
just someone going through a bad day.
Right.
So that's how I handle it. Because that's when you go through my Instagram comments, actually, people say negative stuff, and I always respond to them. I'll be like, hey, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then they'll just laugh. They'll be like, oh my God, you didn't even get upset. I'm like, no, why should I? Because it's never that serious.
Right.
When you live with the notion of it's never that serious. Life is never that serious.
Yeah.
Just never take things too personal. Never take things too seriously. You live a happy life because nothing will be said to you that will ever affect you.
Right.
You just like it's never that serious. At your words, okay. Yeah, because everybody's going through something, and sometimes that's their way of dealing with it.
Right.
They're just taking it out on someone.
That is so mature. I
Yeah.
love that. You do look like a happy person. You are a happy person.
Yes, because life is too short.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna make it out alive.
So, there's definitely young women who dream of success, but they're afraid of judgment. What piece of advice would you give to them?
Ooh, baby girl, do whatever you want to do that makes you happy. And don't stop. Don't look back. If you want to be the best mama mboga, be the best mama mboga ever. Trust you me, BBC is going to find you, look for you, interview you, and say, how did you start your business? I'm just saying, if that's your goal,
Right.
just do it. Whatever you have, wherever, start. Don't wait for, let me finish this first and then I get to this. If I said, let me sit down in school and finish my education, then get into the showbiz life, then maybe I wouldn't be here today.
Right.
I'll probably be having my degree, looking for a job, struggling, God forbid. It's not my portion, but yeah, it's not my portion. But I'm just thinking of scenarios where I've seen.
Yeah, man. If you have a dream, go for it. Forget. Usidanganye. Wasi, people don't like people who go for their dream or go for what they want. Forget. So if you want something in this life, go for it, man. That's my own success also. For that reason, can you like, subscribe, share for the support of the Sidika?
People with PhDs, degrees, they have no jobs. They're struggling, and it happens. That's the reality of life in this world, and especially in Africa. It's who do you know?
The job market is brutal.
Yeah. I would say don't wait to get employed. Employ yourself. Look for something you could do. Be crafty. Look for something creative. Go learn a skill. Go learn to do nails. Try to get a client. Like, it's easy nowadays. There's TikTok.
Yeah.
You can easily market yourself on TikTok and say, hey guys, I'm doing nails now. I'll do it at 1,000 bob. People are doing it at 5,000. I'll do it 1,000 bob. And then you build a client, and before you know it, you've made something out of your life without having to depend on what your degree has got you.
Right.
Don't sit and wait for, I'm a lawyer now, I need to look for a job. I'm a doctor, I need to get employed. Just do whatever you can first
with what you have.
With what you have at the moment. That's what I did. I grabbed the opportunity, I milked it, I made money out of it. I'm still making money out of it.
Mhm.
Did I get my degree? No. Will I still get my degree? Yes, because elimu haiishi.
Exactly.
You know, you still have people in their 50s who still go
back to school.
back to school. You know, and I feel like that's really important because
Hmm.
no matter who I am, Vera Sidika, at the end of the day, it gets to a point where there's certain stage in life where you want to become a different person or you want to take a different path,
Right.
and your papers matter, not who you are.
Yeah.
It's not about Vera Sidika. Do you have degree? Do you have a PhD? Do you have masters? Oh, you want to be you want to run this business? You want to do this? Okay, what do you have? Where are your papers? I don't have no papers, but you're Vera Sidika. Then we can't help you. We need papers.
Right.
So that's why it's very important to still stay in school
Yeah.
or go back to school, even if you put a hold onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess, at the end of the day, you can't, there's certain things that you can't avoid if you don't have papers,
Yes,
So,
there's certain things you can absolutely. No amount of I am a celebrity, I'm famous on TikTok is gonna help you.
yeah.
There's a certain point in life where
Right.
it's only the paper that can save you.
True.
And school is
Stay
very
in school,
important.
kids.
Okay, stay in school. But if you get an opportunity, you can still grab it, but still make sure you finish your degree.
Absolutely. I love that piece of advice. So we wanted to have someone that you find very interesting on the show. Who would you like to see on the show?
Oh, Caroline Motoko.
Ooh,
yes.
That's a good one. Clock it.
Clock it.
That's a really good one.
Yes, very inspirational. I love
We
her.
got to make that happen, June.
Caroline Motoko.
Thank you
Very
so much
powerful.
for doing this.
Oh, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me. This was fun.
Thank you for being vulnerable, open with us, and
Yeah.
entertaining. I have laughed. Remember, the confidential is your private conversation. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Shit. So that was Vera Sidika. I hope you have learned something. Ndio. Yeah. So I had some questions lined up with the interview. Ndio. Do you think fame in Kenya is mentally exhausting? So, do you think fame in Kenya is mentally exhausting? Uh, will you survive Kenyan TikTok criticism for one? So, will you survive Kenyan or, or TikTok criticism for one? So, do you think the celebrities in Kenya owe the public explanation about their relationship? I don't think they need to. Uh, was the interview was the interview um, genuine or smart PR? So, has Vera Sidika matured over the years or this image rebranding? Hold on. Has Vera Sidika matured over the years or is this um, image rebranding? May think I'm mature because she has had children and maybe tumpatie tumpatie uh, who is the most who is the most misunderstood Kenyan celebrity right now? Who is the most misunderstood? Okay. Can rich and famous celebrities can rich and famous relationship actually yet uh, do you think um, women celebrities in Kenya are judged more harsh than the Nana. So, what was the previous part of the interview for you guys? Okay, uh, should celebrities in Kenya keep their relationships private completely? I get it. Would you ever date someone who is constantly trending on? Would you ever date someone who is constantly trending on? Uh, so, what advice would you give Vera Sidika if she was watching this live? I get it. What would you tell Vera Sidika if she was watching this live? Right? Do you think the Kenyan celebrity culture is becoming toxic? I get it. So, who should go on the confidential podcast on a career? Who do you think should go next? Mama. Okay. Guys, I truly do want to say thank you. Come live. Come live. Nashkuru. Appreciate. Uh, Hola. So come like, share. Peace out. I'm out. Subscribe.